My name is Bill Weiser, and I'm proud to serve as Chief of CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department. Working alongside me is an immensely strong team of firefighters and support personnel. This last year, we responded to over 170,000 calls for service. However, that all happened outside our stations. The Firehouse Gourmet will showcase life inside the firehouse as we train, live, and work together in our home away from home. Now let's see what's cooking in the firehouse.
Brought to you by Gelato Granucci and Reverse Mortgage Works.
Red Jeep Tours would like to introduce you to the heroes of CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department. Welcome to the Firehouse Gourmet.
Hi, Lori. My name's Evan. I'm the captain of the Beaumont Forest Fire Station. Welcome.
So nice to meet you. I am so excited about today.
Yeah, so am I. Let's get in and start cooking.
All right. Wow, thank you for inviting me to your kitchen. This looks amazing. What are we cooking today?
Chili Colorado, refried beans, Spanish rice, guacamole, and salsa.
Wow, that sounds not only really good, but very hot.
It shouldn't be.
Okay, good. So what's the first step?
We're going to de-seed and devein the peppers.
And we're gonna need gloves for this, I hear. These peppers are dangerous. Is that what you're saying?
Not necessarily, but some people can be sensitive, and I want to make sure you're okay.
All right.
So what we're gonna do is tear the top off, try to squeeze it, and drop all the seeds. Drop into the trash.
And then they go right into the pot,
Right
huh?
into the pot.
All right. So how many is this going to serve? This seems like a lot of peppers.
So I planned on cooking for 20.
How many people are at this specific station?
So during peak fire season, we have anywhere from 22 to 25 people assigned to the station. The reason the number is averaged is chief officers come through. We have 2 Type 3 fire engines which specialize in wildland firefighting that meet the state's mission. We have a Type 1 fire engine that meets the city and county mission. And we have a bulldozer out there to facilitate the state's mission as well. So 3-person per fire engine, 1 on the bulldozer, and then a chief officer every day. But total 22 to 25 assigned here.
Now what happens if I don't get all the seeds out?
It could be a little hotter than some people want.
All the heat is in the seeds then.
Yes.
All right. So Captain.
Please call me Evan.
Oh, Evan. You are the captain of this station?
So I'm one of the 5 captains assigned here. We have 2 captains that work on what we call the Schedule B side, where we facilitate the state's mission. We have 1 captain who works on the Type 1 fire engine, who facilitates the county and city mission. And then we have 2 captains, also known as heavy fire equipment operators, who are assigned to the bulldozer.
You do a lot here at this station then.
We are the largest all-risk fire department in the Western Hemisphere. My job is I run calls from normal lift assists, where I come in and pick up somebody who can't pick themselves up, medical aids, public assists, traffic collisions, hazardous materials, structure fires, improvement fires, wildland fires, anything from a small little fire in the backyard where somebody's burning illegally, up to what we dealt with last year, El Dorado and Apple.
I've heard probably 20 dings coming in through your loudspeaker here. How many calls do you generally do out of this station?
So out of this station for the year, we run over 5,000.
That sounds like a lot. Is that
It is a lot.
More than average?
Yes, it's very busy. So there you go. We have another right there. Now that we've de-seeded the peppers, we're going to take all these ingredients and put them in here. We're going to add 20 cups of water, and we're going to let it boil for a while. Now we're going to get ready and cook what we call Ruthie's refried beans. They're not a traditional refried bean, and it's only 2 ingredients. It consists of black pepper bacon and pinto beans.
All right. Now, I need to know, though, who's Ruthie?
My wife.
Oh, okay.
So what we're going to do is just cut the bacon down into smaller pieces instead of strips. And so we're cooking for 20 today. You're not normally going to need 2 pounds for 20 serving, okay?
Right.
Usually you can take the smaller can from this and or 2 of those cans and a pound of bacon, or depending on what you like to flavor, you can go from there.
I like that you use pepper bacon. It looks great.
Yeah.
I hear that you do some community outreach here at this station. Tell me about that.
So we are involved in public relations events, anywhere from Spark of Love in the holidays, where we assist with collection of toys for the less fortunate and needy children in the area. School programs. During COVID, all of that stopped except for Spark of Love utilizing social distancing. And one of the things we did do, we're not doing anymore, is we would do birthday drive-bys.
So Sparkle Love, tell me a little bit more about what you do. What does that program look like?
About October, our public information office will deliver boxes to all the fire stations where the community can come around and drop off sealed toys, sealed gifts for the less fortunate in the area or the needy. We'll go to like stores, Walmart assists us, and we'll sit around and collect and educate the public on fire prevention and collect toys at the same time.
That must be really rewarding.
Yes, ma'am, it is.
So once you get this bacon all cut up, you just throw it in a hot pan?
Yeah, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna take all this bacon, we're gonna throw it in a hot pan, and we're gonna crisper this. And once it's crispy, then we're gonna add the beans straight to the hot bacon, and we're gonna mix it utilizing a potato masher.
Oh.
Not a spoon, but so we're gonna mash as we stir.
So
that's why it looks like refried beans. It's not a true refried bean.
I feel like every recipe has a secret ingredient that makes it better. Is bacon going to be your secret ingredient?
Bacon goes good with everything, Lori.
I know, you can't go wrong.
No, you can't go wrong with bacon. And I can smell our pan is ready in the background, and we're just going to take all this and go straight to the frying pan.
Great.
So one of the things that happens quite often is when we're cooking, Lori, we'll get interrupted by a call.
Right. So there are different tones for each station?
Yes, ma'am, there is.
Because you get all the calls coming through this station?
So right now you hear the radio and all the calls through the entire CAL FIRE Riverside County Fire Department. You can hear every call that's going out right now. But when we get a call, you'll know.
Okay.
And then when that happens, we have to drop everything that we're doing and run to the call.
So you finish cooking the bacon when you return?
And there we go, that's us.
You have to go.
Yeah, you got the bacon?
Sure.
All right,
I got it.
This is actually a second career for myself. I have family members that are into fire service and in public service, and it just seemed a natural progression for me. Outside of the hard work that it is extremely rewarding to give back to the community I serve. My name is Tom Eldridge, and I'm a firefighter.
I got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
Looking for a safe and fun outdoor adventure? Then let Palm Springs world-famous Red Jeep Tours transport you to a desert wonderland. Choose from a variety of exciting adventures. Journey through the bones of the earth on our signature San Andreas Fall Tour at our private and exclusive Metate Ranch. Explore narrow-walled slot canyons, a natural palm oasis, and learn about local Native American culture. Red Jeep Tours, offering experiences that engage, educate, and entertain since 1988.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
Hi, I'm Jan, and welcome to Kitchen Kitchen. When you first walk in, you're going to notice the wonderful aroma of our gourmet coffees. Peruse the well-stocked shelves filled with those unique and hard-to-find items, and check out our wide selection of bakeware, barware, and barbecue, as well as our full line of quality cookware, cutlery, and gadgets galore. We also offer knife and scissor sharpening, so you can shop while we sharpen. Need a gift? We have it for everyone on your list, and even offer beautiful complimentary gift wrap. Follow me into the kitchen, where we hold the cooking classes and private events. You may even catch a demo of our best-selling gadgets, such as the square egg press, the pineapple slicer, the apple peeler, the electric rotato, and my personal favorite, the chopper. Stop by Kitchen Kitchen today. Family owned and operated for 3 generations since 1979. So come on into Kitchen Kitchen. Hope to see you soon.
So we're gonna make some salsa and guacamole.
Yes, we are. We're gonna be making some green tomatillo salsa and then some homemade guacamole from scratch.
Yum.
We're gonna start with just throwing our green tomatillos and dicing off the tops of our jalapenos to get them cooking and heating up a little bit.
All right.
We're gonna take 4 jalapenos, medium size, medium to small size. We're just gonna real quick cut off the stems, making sure you don't cut your fingers off. One thing that's very important when you're working with jalapenos is after you touch them, not to touch your face or your eyes.
Okay.
Or that'll make your day pretty miserable. So you're gonna throw these all into your same bowl, go over into the kitchen. All we're gonna do is we're gonna throw them on there.
Okay. Whole, seeds and everything, huh?
Seeds and everything in there.
All right.
And we're just gonna let them roast for about 5 to 10 minutes. While that's cooking and heating up, I'm gonna give you just about a handful, about a half of a stick of cilantro. Okay. So we'll take a good piece of it right towards that middle. And after that gets diced up with the blender, everything's gonna get blended up.
Okay.
So we'll throw it right into the blender. Next, we'll take an onion. Onions are kind of everybody's worst enemy in the kitchen. So you never want to cut off the ends of an onion. You just want to.
And why is that?
Because the 2 tips of the end is actually going to release all the fumes and the gases that cause you to cry, that cause that crying sensation. So you want to actually right down the middle and cut around the 2 tips.
Great technique.
Yeah.
I hadn't heard that before.
Yeah, once you get it kind of split in half, you want to take that outer layer off, because no one wants to eat that. As you cut it, throw it right into the blender.
How long have you been at this station?
I've been at this station, well, I'm coming back to this station. I was here for about 2 years, and then I promoted to a permanent staffed employee for Cal Fire Riverside County. I live close. I live in a couple cities over in Yucaipa, so it's not too bad of a commute for me. And I'm excited to come back. This is kind of where I started my career. So as that all goes in, I'll take that from you. I'll throw that into the blender. Once we get that done, next step will be dicing up our tomato.
How many tomatoes are we doing?
We're gonna do 1 for the salsa and then 1 for the we'll do 2 for the guacamole.
Great.
So it's real simple for the salsa. I'm just kind of cutting off the tips, the front and the back. Throw those away because nobody wants those. And then I'm just gonna dice them up into smaller pieces for the blender. Everything I'm doing is all kind of based on taste. I'm not a real big tomato fan. I like my salsas to be a little bit greener, a little bit more spice. Once we have that in there, we'll cut up half of a lemon and half of a lime. I'll let you cut the lime, and we're gonna cut it up just so we can juice it straight into the salsa. Little fun tip for when you're cutting up lemons or limes is kind of rolling it to release all the juices. Makes it more juicier. You can get a lot more of the juice out of the lemon or the lime. I like to start with 1 lemon and lime at first, and then afterwards I'll taste test it to see if there needs to be more lemon or lime.
So is this one of your go-to recipes?
Yeah, and I actually kind of started doing this here when I was a seasonal. they asked to make salsa, and I just started putting stuff together and slowly tasting it. And next thing I know, everybody was asking me to always make salsa.
Ah, so this is your specialty.
Yeah. So a little bit of red chili flake, just a mix of salt, pepper, a little bit of mix of paprika and chili powder going right in there. A little bit of garlic salt, a little bit of onion powder, and our favorite cayenne pepper.
For a little kick.
For a little bit of a kick. So once all that's done, we're gonna move back into the kitchen and see how our tomatillos and our jalapenos are looking.
Okay.
And they are just about perfect.
All right. How do you know they're done?
So you don't want to burn them. You want to get them a nice little burn scar on the jalapenos, and the tomatillos start to get soft and they'll warm up a little bit.
So it releases the flavor and the juices?
It releases the flavor. And so once we get that, we're going to take a bowl. We'll just dump everything into the bowl. A little bit of spice, a whole lot of flavor to it. And I'm not worrying anything about the seeds. The seeds add the flavor into the kick to the salsa that I'm looking for. And then once I get everything into the bowl, I'm just going to dump everything right into the blender. And I'm going to blend everything up. And then this is where it's kind of fun. So everybody's favorite thing to do is try salsa, right? So I'm going to take the lid off a little bit. I'm going to take a chip. I'm going to let you take a chip and I'm going to let you try it.
Okay.
And I'll let you be the taste tester for the salsa.
Make sure it's got everything it needs?
Yes.
Woo! That's got a kick.
Yeah, so normally normally I'll pour it out into a bowl and I'll let it sit for about 15 to 30 minutes in the refrigerator to cool all that down, and that's when you get a lot more of the flavors out of the salsa, out of the tomatillo, the jalapeno, and everything.
Great.
One of my favorite memories as a firefighter paramedic was delivering a baby. Those are always awesome because you're part of the moment at that time. I'm Roger Herman, and I'm a firefighter.
When you think of Palm Springs, you think of sunshine, palms, and beautiful backyard pools. Let Sunny Palm Pool Service take the worry out of maintaining the most important pool around, yours. Sunny Palm Pool Service offers concierge service for your pool or spa. Top quality and reliable maintenance and repairs. Sunny Palm Pool Service. We'll do the work. You do the relaxing. Call Rod at 760-333-4804.
Bobby Botina's Mexican and American Grill, coming soon to the river in Rancho Mirage. Lunch, happy hour, dinner, and evening entertainment. Bobby Botina's, coming soon to the river in Rancho Mirage.
Welcome to Gelato Granucci, the little shop with the big flavors.
Gelato Granucci's brilliant flavor designers combine only the finest quality ingredients to make unique flavors fresh every day. Flavors like Amarena Sour Cherry, Tiramisu, and Joshua Tree Coffee. We have gelato cakes, gelato cannoli, pops, and pints to go. Located on North Palm Canyon in downtown Palm Springs. Gelato Granucci. Come experience the art of gelato.
Hello, I'm Carlos King. My passion is designing fabulous homes. I work closely with my clients to achieve the look and feel that matches their vision. My greatest satisfaction is the wow factor, when my clients see our finished project. Let me translate your dreams into a visual reality. Call me at 760-880-9987.
The Firehouse Gourmet thanks Red Jeep Tours for bringing closed captioning to the hearing impaired.
Looks like we're ready for some guacamole.
Yes, we are, and it's going to be a real quick and easy recipe.
All right.
So I'm going to have you start dicing up the onion and tomatoes into small chunks, and we'll use our nifty little dicer for that.
Okay.
While you're doing that, I'm going to get our avocados ready and do the bowl, and then once we get all that, we can mix it up, and guacamole will be done.
All right. Tell me what made you become a firefighter?
That's a fun story. So it's actually, it kind of runs in my family. Well, it runs in my family. Both of my parents were firefighters. My dad still works as a firefighter. My mom had to give it up when she started having kids.
Oh.
So my parents actually met through the fire service.
Aww.
My dad was teaching a CPR class that my mom was in. There's 4 of us, so it's myself and 3 other brothers. My 3 other brothers all decided to join the military, and I went the fire service route. And I've never looked back, honestly.
What's your favorite thing about being a firefighter?
The favorite thing about being a firefighter is the unknown, honestly, of showing up to work for 3 days and not knowing what you're gonna see or what's gonna happen. I'm a very active person, so sitting behind a computer or sitting behind a desk for 8 hours was something I really got interested into.
Right.
I like the fact that I can work with my hands. I can meet people all over the state and travel the state, honestly, for free is one of the coolest things to me.
You mentioned that you enjoy cooking, and you hadn't cooked before the fire station, and now you enjoy it. How do you get your inspiration for cooking?
Either being told that I have to cook and learn to love cooking, or realizing that it's something that I'm gonna have to do for the rest of my life, so I might as well find recipes that I like to cook. And over the time, I've grown to really enjoy smoking on smokers and barbecues and trying new stuff out with making pulled pork sandwiches or smoking ribs for 8 hours or brisket for 8 hours. And working at this fire station, I've learned that I have to cook for a lot of people. Once you finish one meal, you start having to prep for another meal.
Do you do every meal for the day when you're the cook?
Yeah, you're doing every single meal here.
That's a lot of pressure.
Yeah, and then once you get done with breakfast that next day, you have to do the cleanup around the station, and then you kind of have to start thinking about getting ready to start cooking lunch. And then after that, you have to start cooking dinner. It's just a constant, you're spending your whole day in the kitchen and at the station all day.
And so in between all that, you're saving lives.
Yeah, and so we try and eat at 7:30, 11:30, and 5 here at the state fire station. It doesn't always happen like that. Today I'm on engine 20, so that engine runs anywhere between 15 to 20 calls a day. So trying to cook and run calls and do the normal daily station life, it makes it rather difficult. So if we try and keep our recipes rather simple and rather quick.
Right.
So just in case if we do have to go out, it's not that hard to tell somebody else what we're going to be doing or come back and finish off where we left. Once we have everything mixed in the bowl, we're going to take our potato masher. We're going to mash it up to get a good base going. While that's going on, I'm going to have you slice a lemon in half and a lime in half. Okay. So we can start from there. The guacamole is kind of one thing I don't do very much of.
So far it looks really good. Shall I squeeze while
you go right ahead. Just don't get it in your eyes.
Don't get it in your eyes.
Don't get it in your eyes. Don't shoot your eye out. And the lemon and lime for salsa and guacamole is truly to taste.
The secret.
It's the taste for the person.
Right.
If one person might like it a little bit tangy, one person might like a little bit bland, but it's all truly to the taste of the chef if he or she wants it to be. So once you get that kind of blended up, you figure out if you need to add another avocado or not. Mix everything up. Salt, pepper, garlic powder. I like to add a little bit of tahini for like a tangy kick to it.
Okay.
Some people prefer to keep the avocado seeds in the guacamole to keep it fresh a little bit longer.
Oh, that's a good cooking tip. I've never heard that.
Yeah, some people you'll find the avocado heart in there. Sometimes it supposedly keeps the guacamole fresh longer. I've never kept it in there, so I couldn't tell you if it actually works or not.
Probably doesn't last that long around here either.
No, it's typically gone relatively quick. So, like I said, I'm going to add a little bit of salt, pepper, just kind of rain it over. A little bit of garlic salt, garlic powder, and then tahini just to add a little bit more of that tanginess to it. Once I get all that in, I'm going to mix it all up again. We discovered that if you're going to cook something for the fire station, you want to cook it at home first to see if your family likes it. And if your family doesn't like it, you don't bring it to the fire station. So that's our guacamole. So I'll let you do the taste test on that as well. And I'll see what you think about it.
That's really good.
Thank you, thank you. And that's the guacamole from scratch.
I became a firefighter to help people out. I enjoy helping the community, being a part of the community, and just turning something from a very bad day, someone's very worst day, to helping them out and doing what I can. I'm John Nunez, and I am a firefighter.
Restore Health Disease Reversal can help us to a healthier lifestyle.
Restore Health is a personalized health service that will help you get back to living better. We work closely with you to create a plan that best suits your goals and needs for a happier, healthier lifestyle. So when you choose to restore your health, give us a call.
Take control of your life with Restore Health.
When you think of Palm Springs, you think of sunshine, palms, and beautiful backyard pools. Let Sunny Palm Pool Service take the worry out of maintaining the most important pool around, yours. Sunny Palm Pool Service offers concierge service for your pool or spa. Top quality and reliable maintenance and repairs. Sunny Palm Pool Service. We'll do the work. You do the relaxing. Call Rod at 760-333-4804.
If you'd like to join thousands of people living better with the all-new lower-cost reverse or retirement mortgage, call Mark and Brian with Reverse Mortgage Works. We are local, licensed, certified professionals. Call to receive your free quote and learn about a retirement mortgage today.
I got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
I've got what it takes.
What do we have here?
We're gonna make some Spanish rice. So now that we browned the rice and the onions, next up we're going to add the tomato sauce, and then we have some hot tomato sauce as well, because then it kind of gives it a little kick.
Sure.
So we're gonna take this tomato sauce, and then we're just gonna dump it in. And then if you want, you can take that and dump it in with me. Perfect. And then to add some extra flavor, we're going to add some chicken bouillon.
Okay.
And we're gonna put that in. And then we're just gonna mix it all together.
And then, smells good.
Thank you. And then while we mix it, I'm gonna take back and put it onto the stove. And then I'm gonna add some of 8 cups of water into it and then stir it. And what we're gonna do is we're gonna bring it to a boil, and then we're gonna put a cover top over it and let it simmer for 20 minutes.
Hey guys, dinner's ready.
Looks good. Sure does.
Yes, it is.
Very good.
Bon appetit. Delicious.